What's going on, guys? I come here today to talk about one thing that most of us that work out of vehicles such as truck drivers and police officers, and we don't really practice that well, and that's nutrition. All right. I kind of started getting my nutrition back on track, earlier this year, and I've lost about 20 or 30 pounds. And I'm gonna go over what I keep in my truck so that you guys will have an idea of what you can do to kind of get your nutrition back on track. And it's very important, guys, because there's a whole slew of health problems that can be related to poor nutrition, bad diet, diabetes, and all kinds of stuff. And we'll just take a quick overview. I used to keep wheat bread, honey wheat bread in my truck, and I would make sandwiches. And I was like, wow, I quit making progress. What the crap? And I got to looking, and like each slice of bread, guys, each slice of bread was like 15 grams of carbs. And each sandwich has 2 slices, and sometimes I would eat 2 or 3 sandwiches a day depending on my op tempo, how busy I was. So I kind of got to looking around, and I found some tortillas that I could make a wrap with that have extremely low amounts of carbs in them. And here's one I found right here, guys. You can get this at Walmart, and it has 7 grams of carbs and 4 grams of dietary fiber. So that's 3 grams of net carbs, guys, per tortilla. That's pretty low. If you got to have some kind of bread in your life, that's a much better option. One thing I found at Walmart is these things right here, these little vegetable trays. All right, it's got your broccoli, it's got carrots in it. This one even has little baby tomatoes in it. I got some more, like this one right here. It has almonds in it. The ones I normally get have beef jerky and cheese. This Walmart didn't have any of those, so that's what I go with. And they're about $3.66 per tray, but if you get them right before they go out of date, which they're still good to eat, you can get them for as low as like $1.50. And that many fresh vegetables for $1.50, you can't beat that. I don't care where you buy it at. Maybe a farmer's market, who knows. Another thing that I've went to is cottage cheese. Cottage cheese, it's got the protein that you need. It's got a really low glycemic index, so it keeps that blood sugar under control. And it don't taste bad. I always thought it tasted terrible until I actually tried it, and then it don't really taste any different than sharp cheddar. Also, I eat a lot of this yogurt here, this Greek style yogurt, and this has a lot of protein in it and not a whole lot of sugar, because you want to keep your sugars as low as possible. That's my goal anyway. I want to eat as little sugar as possible, and I've kind of started adding in intermittent fasting, and that it helps. It made me feel a lot better when I did that for a couple of days. But the sugar will make that incredibly difficult, because that's what control your sugar, your glucose levels and your insulin levels are what control, how hungry you feel. And the more sugar you ingest, the more insulin your body's going to produce, and it's going to make you hungry. That's why they say you'll gain more weight with artificial sweeteners than you will actual sugar, because of the sugarlose or whatever. It's like by volume, it's like 50 times sweeter than sugar. So for the amount, your body thinks you just ingested 50 times that much sugar, so it dumps that much insulin into your blood. So you're starving to death right after you consume this artificial sweetener, even though you ain't really taking in any calories. So then what do you go and eat, right? So that's why you gain weight. Also, keep this chicken breast in a can with me, because it's easy, it's quick, you drain it out. I'm trying to find this. It's got 260 milligrams of sodium in it. I'm trying not to eat those like constantly. Another thing I keep, pink salmon. You know, it's got your omega-3s in it, and it's got quite a bit of, you know, protein, and the calories really aren't that low, and it's got 0 sugar in it. And tuna in various flavors. Hickory smoked is one of my favorite. The thing about tuna though is you need to make sure that you're not eating just a crap ton of tuna, because it can contain mercury. The white albacore tuna and the bigger species of tuna have more in it, but like just your regular, you know, normal size tuna, it's not going to be that bad. I can look up the exact numbers. I have before. I can't quote them off the top of my head, but you can have a couple of servings a day and you're not going to die, according to the internet. You know, who knows? I'll try to find those links. I'll post them in the description, guys. Also, there'll be a link below if you want to schedule some of my time. You have any, you know, any questions you want to ask me, whether it's, you know, fitness, trucking related, any of my other experiences, you know, law enforcement, military, whatever. Just, you know, follow that PayPal link, drop me some money, and I'll schedule that consultation with you. But smash that like button, guys, subscribe, and leave me a comment. Peace.